So we've gone over 2.1 quite a bit, and I did go over a bunch of 2.2 last time, but last time most people were not here. So it is available on video, which I posted to this section, but I'd like to go over it in front of you all, okay? So that's where we'll start. So I'm looking at the homework 2.2, and this is a substitution instance business. Does anyone in their notes, can they tell me how far we went with doing?
We went to number D.
What?
Letter D.
On number 1?
2.2.
Yeah.
I think we just only went through one.
We only did number 1?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me start on number 2.
And then he signed the rest for us.
Okay. So let me start on number 2. This is the argument form that we're checking. Box and circle, and 2 is circle then triangle, and 3, this is the conclusion, is box then triangle. Okay, and A is this argument, A then B. And then C, then A, and 3 is C, then B. Okay. Now, let me reiterate something that I said last time, I believe, and that is the order of the premises. You can move the premises around to see if it fits the pattern or not, okay? And in this case, if you don't move them around, you're gonna think it is not a substitution instance when in fact it is. So I'm gonna show you how I know I need to move this around. Okay, so the first thing is we need a conditional for the first line, and there's a conditional on the first line, and we need a conditional on the second. So far so good, but this is one of the things that I noticed. Here's a conditional, and the consequent of the first conditional matches the antecedent of the next, okay? And if I look in the order that I have, A then B, this B does not match that C. Does everybody understand that? So right off the bat I'm thinking, well, this doesn't look so good. It looks like it's not going to be a substitution instance, but let me see if changing the order of the premises helps. So I'm going to rewrite this, but it's going to be now C then A, and then A then B, and then C, then B, okay? Now, the consequent of the first conditional matches the antecedent of the second. So now let's see if this is the same structure as that. So I'm gonna let C be box, I'm gonna let A equal circle, so this would have to be a circle, and this we'll call a triangle, and so down here, C is a box, and B is a triangle, and yes. So this is a substitution instance. If I had not reordered the premises though, I would have thought falsely that it was not a substitution instance. Has everybody got that? Okay. And I'll give you tips about how to realize that reordering might save the day. Okay. So B, this is 2B, not X, then Y, and then we have Y, then not M, and we have not X, then not M. Okay. The first thing is a conditional, so that much is good, and then I also noticed that the consequent on the first one matches the antecedent on the next one, so I think I'm good to go. So let's do this. So I'm going to let box equal not X and circle equal Y, so this would be a circle, and this is something new. We're going to call it a triangle to try to make it all match. And so now we have not X, which is a box, then not M, which is a triangle, and that matches up perfectly, so this is a substitution instance. Everybody got that? So this is a substitution instance, and so was A. So let's look at C. So this is 2C. One is A, then not B. 2 is B, then X. And 3 is A, then X. Okay. So first thing needs to be conditional, and it's a conditional. And look here, we want this to match that. They don't. Okay? And if we flip the order, it's still not gonna work. Does everybody understand that? So this would be box, then circle, but this would, it needs to be a circle, but it's not a not B. Does everybody understand this needs to be not B? So this one is a what? Not a substitution instance. Because this needs to be a not B in order for it to work. Does everybody understand that? So that's 2C is not a substitution instance. Get my eraser over here. And now let me do 2D. Okay, 2D, I have not X and B, then Y. I have Y, then not M, and the conclusion is not X and B, then not M. Okay, first thing is a conditional, second thing is a conditional, that's good, and that match, so box, then circle, so far so good, this is a circle, not M, that would be something new, and we want to call it a triangle. And so now, we need box, then triangle. Does everybody understand that? But look what we said box is. We said box is not X and B. And now the question is, are these two things the same? And the answer is no. This is negating X and B, and this is not X and B. Those are not the same things. They need to be the same thing, so this is not a substitution instance. Does everybody understand? Okay, so let me move on to number 3. Then I'm going to skip forward some, do some more complicated ones. So number 3, we've got this argument form, box or circle, not box, therefore circle. This is called disjunctive syllogism. We'll learn the names better later. Number 1 has not Z or A, and 2 is not Z, and 3 is A. Okay, first line needs to be a disjunction. This is a disjunction, so let me let Z equals a box and let this equal a circle. So wherever I have not Z is a box. There's a not Z, so that's a box, and where I have A, I have a circle. So I am left with box or circle, yeah. Not box, yeah, and circle, yep. This one is a substitution instance. So 3A is a substitution instance. This is 3A. How about 3B? Got not Z if and only if B, or not A or B, and then I have not Z if and only if B, and then the conclusion is not A or B. Okay. So the first thing I need is a disjunction. That is a disjunction. So let me call all of this box. Let me call all of that circle. So wherever I see this, it's a circle. And wherever I see this, it's a box. So that's a box with a negation outside. And this whole thing is a circle. Okay, so we have box or circle, not box, therefore circle, so this one is good, it is a substitution instance. Okay. So let me go to C. This is 3C. I have Z or A, that's one. And 2 is not Z, and 3 is A. Okay, so the first thing is a disjunction, that's what we need. All right, so we can say box or circle. And so wherever I see Z, I have a box. So what I have on line 2 is not box, and wherever I see a I put circle. So now look, we need box or circle, which we have, and then we need not box. But what we have is what? Not box, and that's not the same. So this one is not a substitution instance. Does everybody see that? So not a substitution instance. Okay, so that was 3. Let me go to 5. So we can do something a little bit more difficult. We have this argument form, box or circle, which is called constructive dilemma. Box or circle, if box, then triangle, and if circle, then diamond. So we get triangle or a diamond. That's disjunctive syllogism. Okay. So A is not P then X, and then it says not P or B or F, and so or. And 3 is B or F, then Y, and the conclusion is X or Y. Okay. So this is a case where you can do it in your head mentally, or you can reorder it and write it down. The first thing I need is a disjunction, and this is not a disjunction. All right, so I'm gonna look for, there's a disjunction, so I'm gonna reorder the premises. So I'm gonna write this